Yes. Okay. Image reaction source. Okay. 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 Hold on. Now I need to. Hold on. I need to get rid of this. Actually, I'm just going to. I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to remove. I'm going to remove this. And then I'm actually just going to. I'm just going to remove all of these. I'm going to remove all the ones for like Cherami, Pencillian, and Dorothea. Oh my god, I just realized something. I can just put all of these guys in a group. And if I figure out what I want for one, then I just have to put all of them into a group and just apply the same thing to everybody that way. I really only have to make this once for one person, figure out what I like, and then I can just apply it to all of them. Oh my god, that's so much easier. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. I'm so glad I watched that video. That was literally exactly what I wanted. Literally exactly. Okay. Da 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 da. Da do do da do. Da do 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 da do da. What is this? It's behind. What is this? Image reaction slideshow. Okay, literally nothing there. We're gonna remove this. Yes, okay. Hold on. I need to Clip Studio. I need to move this back because I there was like some random thing. I was like, what in the world is this? Um. We can make that go away. Oh, but I need to clear up some of this stuff. Okay, we can make this go away. Yes. Okay. All right, and then we're going to We're going to make image reaction source. I'm gonna name this one Pencillian because I already have the images set up for him. I'm going to do that for Dorothea and Cherami, but that's gonna be super easy. I found it a really easy way to do this. Okay, we're gonna set this up here, and then Pencillian mouth closed. Okay, and then Pencillian mouth open. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then okay, we're setting this up. Let's watch this part.
Okay, and I actually already prepared one. So this is just a static image. Look, see no bottom, there's nothing, it's live 2D. But I actually loaded up with two different images here. And if I set the audio source to my mic, oh, it actually detects my mic, cool. And set the reaction threshold up, the mouth opens when I talk. The image switches to the other image when I talk. And you want to adjust the threshold so it like, feels natural. This is pretty flat, you know, not very expressive. The other thing that I'm not showing off here is that the reactive image can be a GIF. It could be like a moving image in the second one. So that's another way to make it more expressive. But I really want to show you what you can do with just a static image, okay? So I'm gonna
what if I do the smoothness?
The
hey,
lower.
Smooth,
keep it like that.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to add a filter. I'm gonna add a scale to sound filter. And what this does, this adds like bounce movement to the image every time there's audio. So I set the audio source to my mic.
Okay, so and then we want to add a filter, and then we want to use what was it that he used over here? Hold on.
And then I'm going to add a filter. I'm going to add a scale to sound filter. And what this does, this adds like bounce movement to the image every time there's audio. So I set the audio source to my mic, and look, it's already bouncing.
Okay, I've installed these wrong.
Way more animated. I want to get it to bounce like up and down.
I have installed these wrong because I noticed on my computer like some of the things are a little bit different. Like but as soon as I clicked on scale to sound, it said no data available. So I've installed this wrong. I have installed this wrong. How? I don't know. So I have installed this wrong. Okay, so this is the OBS plugins. Let's go with the scale to sound files because I still have those up. Okay, so I figured that there was data OBS plugins. Do I need to move in? This default move effect file as well? Because I moved in everything over here. Oh, no, dang it. Okay, so I do think I need to move stuff in from over here. Okay, so I guess we copy, paste. Yes, I would like to continue. Okay, I'll do that. And then I think I might need to do something similar for the OBS image reaction. Okay, extract the archive, move the context of the plugin into your OBS. Contents of plugin. Okay, so OBS plugins, image reaction, locale. Wait, there's a locale folder. These are all packs, but these are innies. I really should. Gosh, if only I could remember how I installed the Move plugin. Gosh, diggity darn. I hold on. OBS plugins, how to install. There we go. OBS installing plugins 4 years ago. Honestly, it's probably the same.
What's up, guys? If you've used OBS before,
Teach me in a
you
minute.
probably know it's a very powerful and useful tool for recording and live streaming, but every once in a while you might find there's something that you want to do with it and you just don't have the feature that you need to accomplish that.
Okay.
That's where plugins
extracting
come
plugin
in
files. That I've already done that.
Copy that. You can also just press like Control N, or you could go down to File Explorer and just open up a new version of File Explorer or another instance. And I'm going to snap that over here to the left side. So before we go any further, I want to mention this now. Go ahead and close OBS. You don't want this open while you're copying plugins and sometimes configuration files. You don't want to mess up something if you can avoid it. So just go ahead and close it, and we'll open it up after we're done copying all of our files.
I'm going to finish watching this, and then we're going to do that.
Looking for
Oops.
is maybe a little bit different depending on what version. The plugin requires, or maybe what version.
Come on, muted man.
You're running, but simply
to fix this.
To your location, your local disk of C drive. That right there is going to be where you want to start. So you'll know you're in the right place if you see stuff like program files and program files x86. So I'm going to open up program files x86, and all I'm
regular program
for
files
is OBS, and I do not see OBS or Open Broadcaster software here. So I'm going to go back to my local disk, and then I'm going to go to Program Files, and we see OBS-Studio.
Never mind, I was in the right spot.
So now that we're here, we can actually see that there is an OBS plugins folder and a data folder. And we can see that over here on the right-hand side in the files that we extracted or unzipped a second ago, we have two of those folders as well. So simply what we're going to do is just open up these folders, and we're going to copy this stuff in here. It's that easy. So for example, I'm going to open up my data folder, and after I open that up, I can see there's another OBS plugins folder. So I'll go down through there, and I'll go down through here, and we can see that this is the last one of where we don't have any duplicates. So we can simply just copy the scenes notes doc and copy it right over here. You may have to give it admin privileges. If so, just go ahead and click continue. And if your computer is password protected
So
and
easy.
requires
It's so
that because you
dumb.
don't have administrator privileges, you'll have to enter that there. Now we're going to go back, since we're done with this OBS plugins folder.
I'm dumb. Hold on. we need to find some stuff here. Because I think I did some stuff that I should not have. Okay, so this one I actually did right, but it's the other one. Okay, hold on a second. This one is reaction. Okay, scale to sound. Okay. Yeah, because I think I put both of these in the right. I put both of these in the right spot. But then I put this data in. Yeah, default move effect. I put that in there. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we need another file explorer. I need to find OBS. Okay, I'm gonna have to end stream for like a second and close OBS and then redo all of this. I'll be back in just a bit.